Hi guys, in the same way as you shouldn't ask me about quantum theory, I know of it, but that's about as far as it goes. What's the point in asking Donald Trump a question when you obviously know he doesn't know the answer to it? And he even admits himself he doesn't know the answer. But GB News, who are obsessed about small boats, had to smuggle in the question about small boats in this interview that Trump gave along with the Prime Minister. But unfortunately for GB News, he did eventually get round to an answer, but it's probably not the one that they were hoping for. Have a listen.
Well, what's your advice on the small boats crisis, Mr. President? How would you deal with it? What's your advice on dealing with the small boats crisis in this country? The small boats crisis.
It's about the boats coming over the channel, so we're taking a lot of action to stop people coming over the channel who shouldn't be here, stopping them coming in the first place.
Well, immigration is a big factor, and I think, frankly, if they're coming from other countries and you don't know who they are, and are they coming from prisons? We have them where they came in from prisons. We're moving them all out. We had a border last June, just recent, last month. We had 0 people come into the country, 0, other than coming through legal means. If you're stopping immigration and stopping the wrong people, I give my hats are off to you. You're doing not a good thing. You're doing a fantastic thing. So I know nothing about the boats. But if the boats are loaded up with bad people, and they usually are, because, other countries don't send their best. They send people that they don't want.
They're not sending their best? Does Donald Trump believe that the government decides, okay, we want to send these people to Europe, to the UK, wherever? Okay.
And they're not stupid people, and they send the people that they don't want. And I've heard that you've taken a much stronger stance on immigration.
Yeah, we've done a lot of work stopping them coming. We just signed an agreement to return them, and we've returned 35,000, in fact, under the first year of this Labour government, of people who shouldn't be in this country. So we're very pleased that we're getting on with returning people who've got no right to be here.
That's great. As somebody that loves this, I love this country. My mother was born in, as you know, born in Scotland, and it's an incredible place, a beautiful place. And if that be the case, I congratulate you. That's exactly, because Europe is a much different place than it was just 5 years ago, 10 years ago. They've got to get their act together. If they don't, you're not going to have Europe anymore as you know it, and you can't do that. This is a magnificent part of the world, and you cannot ruin it. You cannot let people come in here illegally. And what happens is there'll be murderers, there'll be drug dealers, there'll be all sorts of things that other countries don't want. And they send them to you, and they send them to us, and you've got to stop them. And I hear that you've taken a very strong stand on immigration, and taking a strong stand on immigration is imperative.
Mr. President, Prime Minister Netanyahu.
Okay, that's not exactly the answer GB News wanted to hear. They wanted, of course, Trump to humiliate the Prime Minister. Now, Starmer and his wife looked extremely uncomfortable there, and rightly so. Donald Trump talking about things he doesn't understand. But he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand why people are leaving the Middle East or North Africa. Maybe he should ask people within his administration, why are so many people leaving places that we bombed in the past, or when we removed governments that were in place? Whether they were good or bad governments is a different issue. But when we removed these administrations, they collapsed and all the refugees left into other countries, and then they moved, for example, to Europe or to the UK. Maybe Trump needs to ask those questions or find out what happened there. But what's the point in asking him something that he doesn't understand? But I like how Reform UK friendly GB News were trying to push him on small boats, hoping that he would embarrass the Prime Minister, or hoping that he would say something that would be critical of the UK government. But instead he said, yeah, my hat is off to you. You're doing a wonderful job. I support you. Not exactly what Reform UK friendly GB News wanted to hear. So maybe they should take a step back and think about what type of questions they're going to ask the US president, because they may not like what they're going to hear. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.